Let's say you have a growing child who is very intelligent and is looking up to you. And this child walks up to you and says, Daddy, Mommy, what are the things that you can teach me to become more successful than you've ever been? I know you've lived good years, you've tried for me, but what are those advices that you can give to me to help my life to be better? What will be your response to that child? It takes a financially intelligent parent to answer that question rightly. And you have to know before you can teach. It may not have applied in your life because of the time you got the information, or you are still walking it through in your own timing. But then the right thing to do is to be able to structure and help your children in achieving that which you are not able to achieve. Many parents are parents, they never had good education, but one thing they were smart at doing was helping us to get along that line. And many of us took that line. Now we are talking of an era where you need to teach your children financial intelligence. What will you be teaching them? If they ask you that question, what will you say? Join me on the other side as we look at answering these questions that can lead to financial freedom in your own life and in the life of your children. See you on the other side.
Waking up at dawnlight, breaking through, chasing dreams, no time to lose. In this race we strive and grind, motivation fuels the mind. Gonna rise up, we won't fall, breaking barriers through it all. Step by step our journey's clear, success is closer, don't you fear. Challenges we face headstrong, in this rhythm we belong. Skies are high, but so are we, building castles where we're free. Gonna rise up, we won't fall.
All right, you are welcome. Thank you for joining back again. I want to celebrate you and thank you for always linking up to this channel, coming to this channel to learn in this manner. And we've been on this topic, the theme is financial intelligence for smart parents. And just like we always say, every parent's desire is that your children should be better than you. But the question is, what are you actually doing to ensure that your children are better than you? Of course, your parents sent you to good schools, you had good education. So, and by now you should know that giving good education is not the basis for success. It could be part of it, but there are more to it. Financial intelligence. So how do you go about this? How do you transfer? Many of us will say, I'm not as rich as I should be. I'm not as, as buoyant as I desire to be. But then can you trace back and check what are those errors that you made in the past? What are those things that you should have done better in the past that will have put you in a better position? If you know this thing, will it be good to pass it on to these children as early as possible? This is why you need to learn this crucial financial aspect so that you can help to form your life, reshape your life, and then shape the destiny of your children. So having said that, I want to say thank you once again for being on this call. I'm going to be sharing some things with you it's going to be about 10 points, 10 things that you need to start doing right now that will help you in achieving this thing. Now, if this is your very first time of joining us on the channel, I want to encourage you. Why don't you just click on the subscribe button so that you can watch the previous days? I think we are on the day 35 of our 90 days financial intelligence training. When you click on the subscribe button, it's going to help you see the previous videos and you'll be able to learn a lot of things. There are lots of information on this channel that will help you. You don't need any other financial teacher. This is what you actually need. So click on the subscribe button and then be another. Then one thing I want you to do, those of us that have been listening here, I want you to click on the like button, click on it and share it amongst your friends. You know, these are informations that people do pay for, but you are listening to it, it's coming to you on this platform. Why don't you just do that for us? Just click on the like button, on the share button, and let others know about it. All right, talking about the personal finance. You see, personal finance is very, very crucial. Many of us have been trained to be experts, to help to analyze the economy. Many of us can sit down and analyze the country's economy, a company's economy. You know, some of us can even analyze football games and things. But what many of us have been unable to do is to, plan and understand our own personal finance. And when you don't understand it, what will you pass on? They always say pass it on. What are you passing on financially to your children? It's not the house that you build. It's not the business that you have. You need to pass to them some level of intelligence, because when they don't have that intelligence, you would have used your years to build a business, to build houses, and then a child comes, casually sells off those things that you have labored for. I pray that will not be yours. But then, for that not to be the case, then you need to pay attention to training them. Now, in training them, there are some things that you need to know. Today, I'll be talking about what you need to know as a person, as a father, as a mother, as an adult, what you need to know that will help you. So there are some key guides, some key lesson guides that will help you in your personal finance. Some of them we have discussed in the course of the trainings. We've explained them in full detail, but just to bring it to your knowledge again, I will reiterate them and then give some explanation. If those ones that we have done videos on, we've done some trainings in the past, I will refer you to the playlist so that you go watch the video. All right. So here, number one thing that you need to pay attention to is you have to learn to create a budget and stick to your budget. When we talk about, I don't know how you're going to be talking about personal finance and you're not talking about budget. It's not possible. You can't talk about personal finance without budget. And we've explained there are different kinds of budgets that you have. The 50, 30, 20 budget, the zero cash based budget, a lot of budgets. We even had a training where we taught how to prepare a budget, and there was a budget template that was linked to the description of that video. I think you should try and check that video or where we talked about preparing your own budget. So when you prepare a budget, let it not just be of marketing or let it not just be marketing or what we call an academic exercise. Let it be something that is practical. And when you do it, be prepared that you are going to stick to it. You want to use it to monitor your life. It will be very careless if at the end of every session or semester you call your son, how did you fare? How did you go? Because you pay for it. Now, you yourself, you can't give proper articulated account of how you are managing your finance. You see, when we talk about personal finance, there are 3 M's that are involved. 3 M's. The first M is make money. The second M is multiply money. And the third M is manage money. M. Make money, multiply money, and manage money. Now, making money is some of the things we are going to be talking about how to make money, how to multiply money, but manage the budget comes under the manage money. Please, it is a skill that you must know how to do. Discipline yourself to do it. Then the second one is what we call savings, that you should save regularly. Now, what should you do when we talk about saving? You see, when you don't have a target, you will do it anyhow. When they said when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. When you don't know the reason why you do it, you will just do it anyhow. Now, why should you save? When people talk about this saving, at times, initially in the course of my own life, I always say, why are they talking of saving? Have I even taken care of myself today? You are telling me to save. Save for when now? Tomorrow. Should I die of hunger today? And then say, yeah, tomorrow is going to take care of itself. When tomorrow comes, it will take care of itself. Oh my God, that your tomorrow may never take care of itself. And that's why God Almighty himself, in the Holy Books, he said, go to the ants, you sluggard. You know what? God considers somebody who is not saving. He considers that person a sluggard. A sluggard, a human being, a sluggard. He said, go to the ants, you sluggard. Consider our race and be wise. Who gathers our food in the summer? Let me tell you, let me let you know this. Your time, the best time you have in the world is when you have the ability to work. When you have the ability to earn an income, it's one of the best gifts that God has given to you. A time comes when you will not be able to exercise that power again. A time comes when the night shall come. He said the night comes when no man shall be able to walk again. Before it's your night time, what are you saving? So when we talk about saving, one of the things that we encourage, like in the Richvision organization, we encourage our people to build what we call the emergency fund. It is called the emergency reserve fund. And what is the emergency reserve fund? It's a fund where you save between 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. When you say save 3 to 6 months, what we say is this. Okay, your income can be $1 million in a month. Are you getting your income? Maybe you are earning in your salary or in your business, you are earning about ₦1 million monthly. But from your budgeting activity, you will have been able to see how much you are spending on groceries, on rentals, on utilities and everything. So maybe you found that the total you are spending for your rentals and all the expenses, you are talking about maybe 700,000. Now, financial intelligence stipulates that if your total monthly expenses is 700,000, you should have 3 to 6 months monthly expenses in an account that you will not easily go to take money out from. That means if my monthly expenses is about 700,000, then 700,000 times 6 should be my targeted savings. Please get it. 700,000 times 6 should be my targeted savings. That means I should have about 4.2 million naira in my targeted savings account. Why should you have this? In case we say it's an emergency reserve fund. If anything happens, you and your family can still stay comfortably for the next 6-8 months without lowering your standard until people are able to adjust. And even if it's not, it may not even be that. It could be for any other thing that you save the money, you can have the money for investment. Now listen to this. When we talk about savings, because many of you will quickly jump at the fact and say, savings, you lose money in savings. Yes, I agree with you. You lose money in savings because it's losing value. But if you don't have any better idea of what to do with money, then savings is good for you. But then, in the Richvision organization, we even have better things that we do. One of the things we don't rightly encourage is go and save your money in the bank. Go and save your money in the bank. If you save your money in the bank, you put 100,000, $1 million in the bank this year. By next year, the value of the money has dropped. So, and even if you put it in an investment account, between now and that next year, maybe the investment account has done 20%. So if you have 1 million, maybe you now have 1.2 million. But if you put it in an organized, in a structured program, just like what the Richvision program has, you can access times 2. That means you have 1 million in your account. When you need the money, you are not taking this money because you want to go lounge or something. You need the money for something. You can take times 2 of that money. So in the Richvision cooperative program, if you have 1 million naira there, you can access 2 million. And then that money also, every month, every year, it is giving you close to 10% returns on your savings. Is that not a good deal? Guys, it's a good deal. You can check the description down below and see where maybe you have watch the videos of how the Richvision cooperative operates. All right. So the next thing that you want to look at is the top thing is avoid high interest debt. Please don't be too quick. I want to go and borrow money. I've said it. We've had a training talking about good and bad debts. There are some debts that are good and there are some that are bad. But one debt you should try to avoid as much as possible are high interest paying debts. Before you know it, all your money. You become, that when there's a place in the Bible that says the borrower is a slave to the lender. I tell you, high interest loan will make you a slave to the lender. So you must look at every other way to wriggle around your financial challenges before you go into that. And of course, that is why we are here, to give you advice on what to do. So for financial consulting, you can check it out. You can click on the link and book a one-on-one session for consultancy. All right. So the next thing that we'll be talking about is investing. So as a financially intelligent person, and you have children, you advise how to invest. Consider investing in low cost, diversified index funds, and every other thing like that, so that you can grow your money. Investment is only investment that multiplies your money. Apart from like the things that we have in the Richvision platform, you want to put your money in different investment. Diversify your investment portfolio. When we say diversify your investment portfolio, you can use some money to buy shares. I think I did a training on how you can invest with as low as 10,000 naira. As low as 10,000 naira. Yes, I think if I should, we will remember to put that link in the videos in the description, so that you can go watch that video. It's going to help you a great deal. So investment is one aspect that you should learn to do early, and also train your children to do. Now, the other thing that you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that is, it is critically important that you understand it. For many persons, because of lack of understanding of this, the investment thing is not yet entrenched in them. And that is understanding the power of compound interest. When you talk about compound interest, about Einstein said it is the eighth wonder of the world. Compound interest. We have what we call simple interest, and we have what we call compound interest. When you are thinking of long-term investing, think of compound interest. And there are some other trainings, because we'll be doing some training on leverage, compounding, and things. You will get to know that more. Then the other thing that you need to do, ladies and gentlemen, that you need to know is to plan for your retirement. Oh God. Ladies and gentlemen, you listening to me right now, you might be 25, you might be 30. Do you know when is the best time for you to prepare for your retirement? It was yesterday. The next best time is today. You don't wait. You can imagine somebody 50 years old now telling you that he's preparing for his retirement. At 50? At 50? What are you preparing? How much working days do you have? How much working years do you have? For you to effectively prepare a good cash flow for your retirement, you need about 30 years. 30. I'm telling you, you need about 30 years where you begin to save and compound the money for the future. Well, that does not mean there's no hope for you that's above 50. Of course, the heavens can smile on you. You can take smart decisions. After all, maybe by this time, the children are maybe almost done with their universities or their schools. So you might be living in your own home now. So you might not. So you should be looking at, if everybody is talking about the 50-30-20 rule, use 20% for investment, man. If at that age, what you should be doing, you should be looking at putting up to 40% for investment to make up for the lost years. If not, if you are young, it is now. Begin to look at that retirement plan. And that is part of the things that we offer in the Richvision platform. All right, having said that, the next thing that you need to understand is you must learn to live below your means. Some people say, it's a poverty mentality, live below your means. But the truth is this: if you don't live below your means right now, you will not have money to save. Because why do I want to live below my means? If I'm earning a millionaire, okay, my children should go to a very good school. I should live in a good environment and things like that. I'm talking about money. Of course, 1 million naira is just as if you are just starting, but with good income, you are talking about the 10 million naira and above. But then, let's just say at least you are getting by and so on like that. So now, if you have 1 million and you want to live the life standard of 1 million, I tell you, it will lead to 10 million. If you have 1 million, live a lifestyle of somebody who is earning just 600,000. Why? Because you need to create money for your savings. You need to carve out money for your investment. Where is it going to come from if you are not living below your means? You know, in those days they will say, cut your clothes according to your size. Oh my God, how can you buy 1 yard of clothes and say you want to sew according to your size? It's not possible now. So they say, cut your clothes, cut your coats according to your clothes. I think it's cut your coats according to your clothes. So you want to do that and have good savings for yourself. And not just to save, but to have good amounts to invest. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are getting this, please just click on the like button right now. Click on the like button and type interesting. Just put something in the comment section. Interesting. Just put something there. Let me know that you are here. Let me know that you're here. All right. And if you can just click on the share button also, share to 1 or 2 persons, share to your children, share to your family members, and let them subscribe, and let's grow this channel. We're looking at giving more vital information as far as personal finances is concerned on this channel. That is why we are here. Okay, so having talked about that, living below your means, it will help you to live. You don't need to start incurring unnecessary debt on yourself. So the next thing that I will talk about is educate yourself financially, just like you are doing. Financial intelligence is very, very key. Continuously learning about personal finance, budgeting, taxing, and everything, it will help you to take informed decisions as far as business is concerned. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's just like as you continue to learn now, you will know, okay, what is the difference? I was in a particular class. Training some particular people, that I do that every time and every now and then. And I asked them, okay, if you have a house, if I give you 100 million naira now, what will you do? And most person says, I will go and build my own house. I said, now, after building your house, what happens? He said, the remaining balance, I'll be using it for business. Fine. I now ask, is that house an asset or a liability? He says it's an asset now. It's an asset. Okay. If that house, I said, define what an asset is. He said, asset is anything that generates money for you. An asset is anything that generates money. Now, the house, the 3-bedroom flat that you built, is it generating money for you? You can say it's going to appreciate in value. If it's appreciating in value, are you planning to sell it? Are you planning to sell it? Except you are planning to sell. You built another one somewhere, you will sell this one, and then that's when you can call it an asset. For assets, for value appreciation. But if not, if you have money to build a house now, I will advise you build it in such a way that you can live on one part and then rent the other part. If it's not, then you have to think twice. Ladies and gentlemen, this is financial intelligence. So let's go on. The next thing you want to protect your asset. Ensure you have appropriate insurance. You see, insurance in this part of the world has not been taken, to the best of its capability. But then, do you know that insuring your health, insuring your properties, will guide you against future losses. So to avoid significant future loss, especially in the aspect of health, because when you look at us in Africa, one of the major things that I have come to understand is that health is one thing that drains men mostly at the time they are retiring. Health. So if you are able to insure your health, and today you have them at very good rates, then you get that health insurance. We have the National Health Insurance Authority. We did a training on that also. If you get that, I tell you, it will help you a great deal. A friend of mine recently had an operation for one of his parents, and it was I think what they call the prostate cancer treatment. And you know what? This guy just took the man to the hospital because the man has an insurance. The operation was done, and this guy did not need to pay out of his pocket. Can you beat that? You could imagine how much you will have run helter-skelter to go raise money to pay. What of the ones that had childbirth? With insurance, they go easily, even if it's going to be an operation. You don't need to start running to everybody. You just go, the health insurance facility takes care of you. So protect your asset. Is it automobile? If you are opportunity to buy a good car, don't just say go and do third-party insurance. If anything happens to that car, you're in trouble. But if you do something like a comprehensive insurance, what if nothing happens to the car? It's just like me wasting my money to. Wow, it is better it is done, because by the time something negative, nobody prays for it, but it does happen anyway. When it happens, you are insured. And also, we have a lot of persons. I think that's one thing that we are working presently on in the Richvision organization, where we have the life insurance, the accident insurance, and things. So we are working on that to help our members adequately on that. And the last one that I would like you to know as a financial intelligent person is set financial goals. Set financial goals. Be clear about where you are going. Every year, don't just wake up into the year and run into the year. Doing what? Have a goal. This is what I want to achieve. This is what we want to achieve as a family. So we are going to be buying a home. We are going to be funding the children's education. We are going to be traveling for vacation. You need to create a plan for all those things. They say he who fails to plan has planned to fail. What does this lead you to? Do you see that last point, which should be our 10th point, relates to the number 1 point, which is setting a budget for yourself? Ladies and gentlemen, don't let us be ignorant. Let's take up these 10 crucial steps. I want you to take your time and look at them one by one. In which area? Because in this generation, your children are going to be asking you, Daddy, you never attended any financial training that you could have used to advise me? No, you don't want to get to that level. So look at these areas and look at how you can apply yourself to them. You want more professional advice? Then you can just click on the link in the description section and book a session for a one-on-one consultation. Just let's talk. It's going to help you a great deal. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a big thank you for joining us on today's episode. I'll be looking forward to seeing you again on the next episode. Remember, be financially intelligent. Click on the like button, click on the share button, and let's rock and roll. Have a blessed day. Your friend and partner, Olushola Popola. Have a great day. Bye.
Waking up at dawn, light breaking through, chasing dreams, no time to lose. In this race we strive and grind, motivation fuels the mind. Gonna rise up, we won't fall, breaking barriers through it all. Step by step our journey's clear, success is closer, don't you fear. Challenges we face headstrong, in this rhythm